Hello everyone and welcome to the Barney and Clifford show. And as you can see, there's a fat ass named Fat Barney here who needs to die. Wait, move. And now, on to the episode. Hey, not Crimson, because that's me. I'm Crimson. Or Sonic EXE, or Light, or many people. I've had many identities. Well, me, Crimson, the character, obviously. I've had multiple identities. So, yeah. I've had more souls. Well, technically, not souls now, but more identities. I had more identities than anyone else here, which used to be souls, which they were all merged into one. Just identities of mine. But, anyways. Hey, Titarus. What? What do you want, Crimson? I'm quite busy, as you can see. Well... well, Titarus. I need to ask you a little something. And what's that about? I need to ask you about this apparent multiversal war that's about to be on its way. Oh yeah, that. Yes. So, has any of the gods found this forgotten one yet? No. We're still looking, even though we all know the Forgotten One's ability, making people forget, which is part of why she's called the Forgotten One. Other than that, none of us gods seem to even remember her name. Yeah. None of us remember the Forgotten One. Except one. Who? They who remains. Ah. Should have expected that. Since they who remains is my own mother. Of course. Yeah. But what? There is a mortal that somehow, in some way, remembers something about the Forgotten One. Who? Who in the flippity floppity flying boop would even remember any piece of the Forgotten One? The Forgotten One is called the Forgotten One for a reason. I know. We don't even know how this mortal remembers. Do we even know who that mortal is? Oh yes. We know who this mortal is. I'm beginning to get a not so good feeling about this. Me too. Meanwhile, at Classic Sonic's house. Well, you can sit there, psychopathic toad. You know, You, not that voice. Normally, I would say, I'm gonna poop you up. But this is a different occasion, and obviously, no, I'm not going to do anything to anyone of real life. The only things I'll do anyone to is the characters. Characters, plushies, here. Remember that. I'm especially saying this to avoid any potential chances of something bad happening to this channel, because that is not something that we want. But I know your little secret, Classic Sonic. And what's this little secret, psychopathic Toad? You remember the Forgotten One. You remember an encounter with you had an encounter with the Forgotten One many years ago. Yes, I did. And why was that? Because it was at a really low point of my life. I had almost no one. Not even Shadow. Not even Shadow. Until we first met. And how had you first met? I first met Shadow. Was when I first met Shadow was also when I had my first encounter with the Forgotten One. You see, the Forgotten One was originally planning to kill Shadow, but I made a deal with the Forgotten One. And what was that deal? I gave up my soul to save Shadow. You gave up your soul to save Shadow when you first met him? Yes. So you have no soul? Yes. That's why literally nobody else uses my body other than me. I can't switch souls. I made a deal with the Forgotten One. And it's a deal that I can never forget. Because the Forgotten One won't let me forget. So that means the Forgotten One's after me. The Forgotten One wants me dead. And has been for a long ass time. So you've been keeping this a secret from even Shadow this entire time? Yes. Which, if you haven't already known, I had an original protector before Shadow who protected me from when I was a baby till I was an adult. What happened with your parents? Not even... Well, I assume that my mom was with the fishes. And what would that be? Because my ex-wife's family, they killed most of my family before I had Clyde. What for? because my ex-wife's family comes from a long-ass line of very bad people. It's the Classatino mob family. You ended up becoming the husband of the woman who is of the woman who's of the daughter of the leader of the Classatino mob family. Yes. That was you like back when you had your soul. I was able to enjoy life. I was able to do what I wanted. Now I can't. As an exchange, it was as a consequence for saving Shadow. And as another consequence, I was also practically forced to eventually become the main commentator. I was also forced into being commentator. Huh. Couldn't believe that happened to you. It did. And I was not expecting this to become an entire lore drop on you. This episode to be an entire lore drop on you. Yeah, this is just something the human was planning for a while. But we can't let this episode go on too long. Agreed. So this will continue later. Well, you're not supposed to be saying the outro, Fat Barney. I wanted to say the outro. No. Fine. Mainly, the main reason why we even let you say that is because we wanted you to at least say something more other than just, "Oh no, please don't kill me." Or whatever you normally say towards the end of the intro. Why do we even have an intro? It's just something the humans used to doing. And so that you can die every episode. And so that we both would be doing something every episode. Yeah, it's formulaic, but yeah, whatever. We hope you all liked this episode. We hope you all enjoyed this episode. So be sure to like, subscribe, do all that. And yeah, bye.